I got you guys here. Today we got on the table, got the Quantum R Flux by Maverick. So today I'm going to go ahead and check my diffs. I have not checked the diffs on this car, which I should have. I know a couple folks told me that their diffs were empty, so I'm gonna go ahead and see how I get into the diffs and check them. These tires are definitely getting close to bald, but handling pretty good so far. All right, so let's see how we would get into the diffs, guys. I guess I would start with the front first. All right. Guess I'm gonna start with the bumper here and then go from there. I'm gonna try to get out. I haven't done it before, so my first time. All right, so look like I'm gonna take off maybe these two here up top, and then these four on the bottom, just to see, see what that does. Again, I have not taken it apart, so I'm not exactly sure which screws I need to take apart. So we will see. Pretty loose so far, so that we might be in luck with that. I'm gonna go ahead and do a lot of time lapse with this, that way the video is not super long. All right, so now those two screws on the top and then the four on the bottom got that bumper off, so now I'm closer to seeing the diff. Look what I'm gonna take off this cover right here. Two screws in the top, two in the bottom. Possibly move this shock shaft out of the way, but dig a little deeper and see what we need to do. So now it looks like I gotta take the pins out, hinge pins for the arms to fall out. There's two screws down here as well on the bottom. And I'll possibly have to take something off here as well. So I'm gonna keep digging in and see what else I need to do. All right, so I took these four screws out here for the shock tower, and I put it back in because you don't need to remove these screws. All right, there was just two more screws down here, right above the pins, next to the pins. Now it should pop out. All right, there we go, just like that. Cover popped out. All right, so now here's the diff. All right, everything seems to be fine. Nothing is damaged. I'm gonna open it up and see if it has any lube in it. All right, so look like some get the appropriate bit for it, and then open it up and see what it looks like, guys. All right, so basically it's four Phillips screwdrivers, Phillips head. Go ahead, just unscrew them, and then you should have access to your diff. Quite a bit of parts to remove to get to this. This is my first time doing it, so I'm trying to keep everything in order. I'm trying as quick as possible so I don't forget where the screws go. All right, so now it should be able to pop out. And let's see if it has any lube in it. All right, so it is actually empty, guys. Guess they just have some grease or whatever in there. But this is my diff, guys. Pretty dry. Just got some grease in there. All right. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to pop these guys out, just kind of give it a quick wipe down, and then I will reinstall it. So you see that, guys, it is dry. I'm going to reinstall it with some diff lube. Now I'm not sure what to put in there, so I'm going to just put some lube in there and just dry it and test it and see how I like it. I'm going to try, this might seem a little heavy, I think I'm going to try 100 in the front, 120 in the middle, and maybe 60 in the rear. I know it sounds like a lot, guys. I'm just going to experiment and see how that works out. So I'm just kind of cleaning out the diff. You see how it works out, guys. You can put other you know, weights that you want to put in there as well. So I think I'll just try it out. All right, so I'm just gonna wipe these down and put it back in, put some lube in, and then I think next I'll just cut back to, I'm gonna take the center diff out as well. I may do some of the reinstall process of it just so you can see it, but it'll be the same as taking it apart. I just don't want to have the video too long, that's about it. All right, so I got the diff all set back up. Now I'm going to reinstall the diff. I'm gonna just do a little bit of the video of the reinstallation, but I just want to get more of the video of me taking apart the car. I think that will help you guys more than me reinstalling the parts, because once you take it apart, you kind of know how to put it back together for the most part. All right, so then now put these 2 screws that goes in here, and then you pretty much just start throwing them back together, guys. All right. Got 1. Got 2. All right. And you're using a 2.0 bit on most of the parts here. All right. So this will go, these will go on the top. Stick those 2 back in. And then this one, you gotta get the rear in as well. All right, so go ahead and do that. And I'll get right back with you guys. All right, so pretty much got most of the stuff back together. Go ahead and put this like bracing here on, and then put the bumper on, and then that'll be it for the front end, guys. And then we'll go check the center diff. And then hopefully I get to do the rear as well, the rear diff. Put these screws in the bottom here so I don't forget where they go. So, all right, just slide that on right there. Maybe I can tighten these on the top down, at least get them started. I think. Okay, got one started. Second one started. should just snug it, but I think I'll be fine. Just tighten it down. All right, flip it over and put the 4 in the bottom in, and then that will be it for the front, guys. So I'm gonna try to keep this video short. If not, I'll have to do different parts. Maybe have, you know, part A, B, and C, or maybe, you know, we'll see. Well, yeah, so definitely, guys, check your differentials in this truck. Front, rear, and middle. Most guys says theirs were empty, and I don't think anybody who's checked, at least on YouTube, showed that theirs had lube in it. So far, I said mine had no lube, so I'm assuming they're all gonna be dry as well. Just have some grease in there, all right? So let me go ahead and start taking apart the center diff, and we'll go from there, guys. Pull these wires out the way. All right, let's see if I need to take the top plate off. So I'm gonna go ahead and run a time lapse, save some time. All right, guys, so it looks like you would take, so you got the 4 screws on the top for the cover. All right, then you have 3 screws on the bottom of the metal plate that's attached to the motor mount right here on the bottom. And then just take the other 2 off for the front plate that holds the diff. That makes it easier for you to slide the whole thing out and get the diff out. All right, so I guess it's 5 on the bottom, 4 up top. And then you get a diff, comes right out. Seems like it might have something in there. It's a bit stiff, but let's open it up and see what it has, guys. So this is Phillips. All right. And there's 4 screws right in there. And it is a plastic spur that's on here. And I believe it's a 46 tooth. And it's still all stock gear, and I haven't changed anything out on it. I mean, if anything, this will be the time for me to change the gearing. I think I'll leave that alone for now. All right, so then go ahead and pop that out. So it had something in there. Not a lot, but it has something in there. But I'm gonna clean that out again and then add my own lube in there. All right. All right, so diff is all done. Slide it back in. All right. And then we have to get the dog bones back. All right, so slide that there. We have to somehow get the front dog bone back where it should be. All right, and now put the screws in on the bottom. So you got 5 screws in the bottom and then the 4 up top, and then that will conclude the Center Diff. All right. I see somebody removed that screw and moved it around. So it looks like these 1, 2, 3, 4 has a flat bottom to the screw, and this one here has a pointed bottom to it, or the tip I should say. So the pointy tip screw would go here, and the rest is the flat ones. All right. Looking at these tires are almost done. Some has a rip in this rear tire back here. All right, so put the top plate on, and then we'll move on to the rear diff, guys. All right. Let's get this installed. So the front and center diff is all done at this point. All right. And I went a little heavy on the diff lube. Oh, sorry, on the diff lube. But all experimenting. See how it does. Doesn't handle well. So always switch it. Probably drop to like maybe drop it down to about 60 in the front or so. Or for me, if you've done a change to your Maverick Quantum R and it performs really well, definitely feel free to let me know what diff lubes you're running in yours. All right, so the front and the center is all done. Now I'll take a look at the rear. All right, so it looks like very similar to the front. So I'm gonna take these two here off in the back, and then these 4 in the bottom. And it pretty much look like it will be the same setup as the front. All right, so go ahead, take these 2 up top and then 4 in the bottom, and go from there, guys. All right. Hope this video is informative for some of you guys out there that have a Maverick Quantum R. You're looking to do the differentials. I would definitely recommend checking them, because everyone that I've seen have one of these and they check the diff, they're all empty. So definitely want to check it before you run it too many times, because you could damage the gears, the differential. So again, this video is more so to show you how to get to those parts of the vehicle, and you can change it out yourself. Hopefully I'm showing you a pretty good view of it. So I'm gonna lower the camera. All right. So I said hopefully you can follow along my video, so you can also check and service your differentials. I got the 4 here. Again, just about all of the screws here has been a 2.0 bit. All right, and then this should pop out. So it's pretty similar to the front. Okay, so that's loose already. All right, then I always put the screws back in the location it came out. That way I know where it goes. All right, so now look like with this has a sway, the adjustable links here in the back compared to the front. So I guess I will remove these 2 here All right, and then there's a screw down here, and then 2 up there, so it's 4 with these hinge pins, and I should be able to pop it right out of there. So let me keep working. All right, again, hinge pins. All right, there's also screws down there and up here. So maybe a little hard. Get my little pliers here, pop them out. All right, so let me get my other pliers and I'm gonna pop this out, get right back with you guys. All right, so I got it out. Your dog bones will come out as well. So with these, it has little washers in the front and the back, the spacers. So you just put those together. When you put it back in, you know exactly where it goes. Those in the bottom, and these go on the top. And then it's pretty much the same like the front. Those 4 screws. These 4 screws right in here, and then the cover should pop out. All right. So there's no need to remove the actual shock jaw like I did before in the first one. A lot of little parts to get to it, but and also I'm not sure what kind of shock oils that's in this car. I'm not gonna mess with the shock oils yet. That'll be something else I'll be looking at in the future. All right, so then the cover should pop right out. The diff came right out with it, just like that, guys. Oops, let the screws fall out. All right, let's put that there. Okay, so this diff definitely feels pretty loose. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, again, get the Phillips, and check it out. I'm pretty sure it's empty. I'm gonna cut the video real quick. I'm gonna get all the screws done to save time. All right, screws are out. And let's see what it looks like, guys. All right. Let's have a look. Yep, it is dry just about as well. All right, so guys, definitely check your diffs in these Quantum Rs. Check your diffs, guys. So clean it up, get all that grease out of there, and put some lube. You can put whatever weight lube you want to put in yours. So I'm just experimenting, trying out something online. All right, it may handle super poorly, but hey, we will see, guys. Not sure when I'm gonna test it, but hopefully sometime here soon. All right, so I'm gonna reinstall differential gears. guys. Alright guys, so I'm going to reinstall the rear diff now. Alright. Put the cover on. And then we are good to go. Reassemble and just whenever it is time, go test it and see how the changes with the new diff, fluids, and all that good stuff. Alright, so do a little time lapse. Alright, so I got the rear pretty much back together. It's a little tricky getting that little washer behind the hinge pin. Basically, I just held the car up like that and then slid it in, loosened up 2 screws here, and just kind of got it to pop in. I kind of got into the zone trying to get it fixed, and I didn't really record any more of that part. But that's all I did, just kind of position the car in a way where the washer doesn't pop out when I put it in. I think that was the hardest part of this whole thing, was putting that part back in there. I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. I pretty much serviced the diffs. Again, we'll see how it performs. If it doesn't perform well, I'll just go ahead and readjust the diff weights. Now it's just for these 4, so I tighten down this screw here that I loosened up. That's pretty much it, guys. Very similar to the front. Very similar to the front. These 4 screws here on the bottom, and that should be it, guys. May not be an eventful video, but hopefully it's informative enough and helpful. And as always, guys, I appreciate you guys watching the videos and your comments, likes, all that good stuff. Also, we'll be doing a Christmas giveaway. I believe I'll probably start that next week. Just trying to carve out some time for that. Get that done next week for you guys. Just for the holidays, I'm gonna give back to you guys something. You know, show my appreciation Definitely one of the best time of the year for me anyways. I love the holidays, especially Christmas time, Thanksgiving. So look out for those videos. And as always, thank you guys for watching. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.